technique.
I'm not sitting in that damn thing again. I'm not even a neighbor anymore. I live across the street. I'm going to paint a white line right down the middle, and you come across, I'm going to shoot you.
So most of you know and love Grumpy, who you've seen so many times in my videos, but a lot of you don't know what truly special people Grumpy and his wife Carla are. We've got so many questions of how am I related to Grumpy? Is he my grandpa? Is he my dad? Anything like that, and we're not actually related at all. Grumpy and Carla are neighbors just down here across the road, and when we bought this property right here and moved in next door to them, we didn't know that they were the best thing about this place. We became good friends pretty quick, and then Grumpy started coming and helping out on the off-road recoveries. At first, he was not at all a fan of the camera, but that definitely turned around, and now he is just as much a fan of you guys as you are of him. We all got to know each other a lot better from there, and Grumpy and Carla have become like family to us. We celebrate holidays together, birthdays, when my daughter has school performances. Grumpy and Carla are right there next to us watching. They have become what we didn't have here in Oregon. You see, we don't have any family here in Oregon. We didn't have any friends or even know anyone when we moved up here. My wife and I just packed up with a 1-year-old baby and we moved up here. So when people ask how I'm related to Grumpy, I'm not. He's my neighbor. But luckily, you don't have to be related to be family, and that's exactly what we've become. And we could not have found two better people to be our family up here. I like to help people. You guys know that. Grumpy and Carla, on a whole nother level with that. You've seen in the past videos we've done with the Giving Plate, the food bank that we helped out through the Patreon project. Carla goes shopping every month and donates that food straight to the Giving Plate. They've been doing that for years. The wheelchair project we did with Patreon, which I don't know if that's posted before or after this video, but either way I'll put a link to that at the end here. The Patreon money didn't cover the purchase of those wheelchairs. Actually, the Patreon money's actually never covered any of the projects we've done. Normally, I have an idea to do something, the money doesn't quite cover it, so I just throw in the rest. But this time, Grumpy pitched in the rest to make that wheelchair purchase happen. They help everyone else out you could imagine. They're the first to jump in and help with something, projects around the house, fixing the road, taking care of the road out front when the road department isn't doing it. They are always there to help, and just good people from top to bottom. But they will never ask for or expect anything in return, which is exactly why I wanted to do something for him in return. You see, Grumpy loves him some classic cars, and Grumpy and Carla, who's recently retired, love to go cruising together. And he could not have been more excited when I bought this old Dodge car here, especially since it was a 1930. Because way back in the olden days, Grumpy had a 1930 Model A Ford, 2-door sedan, full hardtop version, and he absolutely loved it. But time goes on, interests changed. He sold that car, had a couple hot rods, stuff like that, but realized that the one he always wanted was right back to that same old Model A Ford. So since Grumpy's been such a big part of this here YouTube channel, and more importantly, our lives here in Oregon, I really wanted to do something for him. It's an idea I've had in my head for a long time, and I've done some poking and prodding to figure out exactly what type of old car he really wanted. And then when I bought this one, I let him take it for a drive, and seeing the joy on his face driving this old car and how happy he was, I knew it was time we needed to make it happen. So I pulled out my phone, I got on the old Facebook Marketplace, and I started searching and searching and searching until I found Grumpy's perfect car. So my plan was to buy it and surprise Grumpy with it, but I wanted his approval on the one I actually bought to make sure he actually liked it. So what I told him was, yeah, I've got this cool old school car, but it's not actually old school original car with the modern drivetrain and all that. I really want one with a modern drivetrain to be my truly antique classic car, and this be the daily driver. I told him I found one, looked all original, asked if he'd come with me to come check it out. I sent him some pictures to show it to him to make sure he was actually interested in it. And I wanted him to just come look it over with me, which he totally agreed to. But that is where my plan went completely sideways, and Grumpy almost ruined the whole thing. Because what I didn't know is that Grumpy liked that car I showed him so much that he brought cash with him to buy it if I didn't. He figured he'd been thinking about his dream car for so long, he was finally going to see one in person, he wasn't going to miss out on it again. Then once we got there, checking it all out, looking it over, he come up and told me, I'll take it, I'll buy it right now. If you don't really want it, I will buy it. That was his dream car. It was everything he wanted. It was worth the price. He wanted that car. The problem with that was, in order to make this whole plan work, I still had to buy it, which meant I had to block him from buying his dream car and buy it for myself right in front of him. And I've always said Grumpy's name is very ironic because he's the nicest, happiest person ever. The Grumpy definitely came out on this one. He was not thrilled that he just missed out on his car, his dream car, again. But He's such a think about others person that he still let me buy his dream car for myself when I already had this one sitting here. That's just the type of person he is, even if he is a little grumpy about it. Okay, we're on the hunt.
So we'll see who bids the highest on this one.
Oh, is this a competition? Is this a competition? Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Uh-huh.
Oh, so you're going to be bidding against me on this thing.
Well, I win the bid and then pay you for hauling it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. We'll see how this goes.
I think I'm out of the race.
Dave's going to watch.
Yeah. Interesting.
Or else we make David drive it home.
That's the best idea yet. We make him drive it home and we follow in the truck judging him and laughing the whole time.
Yeah, exactly.
I put new plywood floors in it. I rewired the thing, headlight to tail light with LED lights. There's a battery kill switch right here.
So it's all 12 volt and LED.
It's all 6 volt
6
positive
volt,
ground.
6 volt positive ground.
Yep,
But to
but
LEDs.
LED. Okay. And I added a second tail light, so you have turn signals now. Because before they had just one and no turn signals.
So it's got 2 taillights now with turn signals?
Yep.
Oh, it's got the roller in the dash for the fuel.
Everything works. It's like I said, it's got a few little chips and dings. It's not
When I was about
perfect.
15, I had a 32-door sedan.
Yeah, well, there you go.
Like, this is like nice enough that it's really nice, but not so nice you're not going to want to drive it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know, driver quality is what I call it.
Exactly.
You know, it's not show quality. There's got some flaws. There's a little chip in the hairline that started on one pane there.
Yep. Oh, that's only on the outside one.
Right. It's only on one pane or one layer of the glass. But
What do you think, Grumpy?
it had a
Don't
pretty
want
good.
it, I'll buy it right now.
So you like it?
I like it.
Okay.
So these are fairly new.
Yep. All new hoses, belts,
Stock Model A,
Right. Yep.
spring clamps,
Exactly.
condenser, throttle.
The
The
rewiring.
wiring
like I
is
said,
fun, isn't it?
It's not bad, actually.
No, it really
is pretty easy.
You see the
Compared to a lot of cars I wire.
the fan blade?
Well, if you
It's just like an airplane propeller, just two.
Yeah.
Turn signals was a breeze.
Isn't this just look so simple
I got a
compared to mine?
440.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like there's so
tiny.
much room, and I think mine's simple compared to like what a modern vehicle
Oh,
looks
yeah.
like under the
But
hood.
this
and then
makes
you
yours
look
look
at
like a
this.
jet engine.
Yeah.
Brand new tires.
No, they're older tires. They actually have a little bit of weather check.
Oh, yeah, they
starting
do.
on them,
Yeah, but not much.
but you're also running tubes. I mean,
Right.
Oh yeah. So it's not. This isn't holding the air.
exactly.
You see the ones I pulled off of mine?
Mhm.
Did you see the picture of that?
Yeah.
That was scary. I should not have gone that fast in that car.
We can pull it outside. We can get a better light outside.
Oh, you know what these are?
I have no idea.
Yeah, if you want to open both sides of the hood at the same
Oh.
time, then you can open both sides.
I didn't get that from mine. I don't have that.
Well, you got a resto punk.
Punk.
Yeah, but it goes down the freeway.
Yeah, it does. I was driving.
I didn't watch the
And
whole
he asked
video,
me-
but I started.
He asked me how fast I was going. I said about 55. He held out was 75.
Yeah, I had the GPS feed on my phone. Yeah, how fast are you? Oh, 55. No, you're doing 75.
We'll pull this outside. Get better light.
Let's pull it out, guys.
Huh?
Let's pull it out.
Oh, okay.
I think he likes it. I think so too. He's gonna be so upset when I buy it out.
Okay.
There we are.
That's right. That's a lot better shape than the picture showed.
Yeah. No, I think this is a perfect combination of nice, but you'll still want to drive it.
So go in there and do the turn signal. Brake. You can get an oil filter. Come on and come back this way. Come on and come out this way.
You're right there?
Yeah, right here. The one that goes this way is really tight against the carburetor. And the one that goes this way is really easy to get on and off, but it's really close clearance on the.
Everything looks good underneath too. No rusty.
Still looks good. You can buy a filter that goes inside of there.
Oh, to make it a cartridge style?
Well, no, it's just like a screen filler that's for coolant, in case you got big chunks going through. Little chunks go on through.
I think that's a pretty good gas tank. I've never seen it spec anything in there.
Yeah, the problem is a lot of them sit out.
Exactly.
Yeah, if you don't want it, I'll buy it.
I want it.
Lay into the exhaust pipe.
Oh, I just like the smell.
It's got pretty good tires on it for running and a halfway decent spare. So
I like it. I'll take it.
Okay. Are you familiar with these? How everything works, starting procedure and all that stuff?
No.
Because I need to walk you through that.
Yes. Don't worry, Grumpy. I'll let you drive it whenever you want.
There is a
oh,
technique to
I'm
it.
not sitting in that damn thing again.
I did put the seat extender brackets in here, so the seats are a couple inches that farther than factory, because otherwise you can't get your fat feet in here.
Yeah.
So here's your spark advance.
Yep.
All the way forward to start. Down there about midway is normal running condition. Unless you're pulling a hill or something, you may even go a little farther, but basically all the way forward to start.
Start it, then bring it down.
Yep. This is your idle. You can, if it's really cold out and you want to have a fast idle, whatever, you pull it down there farther for idle.
How many clicks you go down to start this one?
I put it all the way to the top for start.
On spark, but on throttle.
I haven't. I never touch that.
You
The only
never-
time I do that, if it's really cold out and it's okay, use it as kind of a choke.
Okay.
Oh, so it's straight just moving the throttle pedal down there.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so this is just a hand throttle in addition to the pedal.
Exactly.
Got
that's
it.
all
Okay.
is.
It's not a mixture. That's your mixture.
This is your mixture. This is your gas air valve mixture.
Mm-hmm.
I think the books say you're supposed to turn it all the way in, and you're supposed to.
Dave
run
just told me about
three-quarters
that.
of a turn.
Start it and then go back to it.
Yeah.
This likes to run farther unscrewed than most books
Yeah.
recommend.
Each one's
There's
different.
choke. As soon as you pull it out, hit the starter. As soon as it coughs and starts running, let go of it. Push it in. That's all the choke you need.
Okay.
And of course, your starter's there. Gas.
Here's the little footrest you were talking about, Grumpy, that mine
Yep.
needed.
Yeah, and that's what I got in the 40. It saves you on drive.
The fuel shut off right there.
Yep, full shut off. All this is all new. You definitely want to shut that off when you park it. It's gravity feed to that.
Yeah.
It'll just leak out. You'll just have a gas bomb. Don't park it in the garage with a water heater in there, gas water heater. I mean, it will leak downhill from there, guaranteed, if you don't shut that off. And that's a brand new valve.
Out the carburetor or,
Yeah,
out the...
It'll leak out the carburetor if you leave that gas. You know, the floats are never.
And it's got the
especially
pop-out
on a hot
windshield.
day, too.
Yep.
This is your AC.
Yep.
So the windshield swings out for
Yep. This
ventilation.
This one does not have the wiper in it. Somebody's taken that out. Part of the reason that is you can't open your windshield and get ventilation with the wipers in. You can barely just crack them open a little bit. So a lot of guys don't run. I mean, I don't know if you're gonna drive in the rain or not, but most guys don't. So somebody's taken that out. You can see on the intake manifold where somebody has plugged the vacuum that used to feed that.
The best thing to do is now they have the cable where you mount the drive in here.
Yeah.
And then
Go-
you run
go
the
to-
cable up here and you got both wipers.
Yep.
And that's nice because it's electric.
Exactly. So it is 6-volt positive ground. Other than having an alternator instead of a generator, and it has turn signals with 2 taillights, pretty much it's
If-
more
I
or less
like
more or
that.
less stock.
I
mean,
put
you know, that's
LEDs
stock-ish.
to everything on mine.
Well, the
I
headlights
got tired of
were unbelievable difference.
Going down there in a 6-volt and hit the brake and nobody sees it.
This is nice like mine, like the Dodge, but all old school and not so fancy.
Don't be whining to me. Either
not
buy
so-
it and let's go, or you know, even at Christmas you're a whiner.
But not so fancy that you want to leave it in the garage.
No,
Something you want to drive.
you're right. This will be fun to drive in the parade. You can drive
To the
Dodge.
parade, to town.
Does Oregon have collector plates like Washington does?
Yep.
You know,
Yeah, you're limited on what you can do.
But
That's what they tell you.
Yeah.
they got to catch you.
Hey, when you're driving something like this, everywhere you go is a show.
Huh?
So when you're driving something like this, everywhere you go is a show.
Or if you're working on it, or go to and from the mechanic.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I got,
On that-
I
on
got
that-
my Leatherman here. I've been tweaking on that carburetor. I've been having a hard time.
On that Dodge, I just did normal plates on it and normal everything. That way that's no, because that's an up and down the highway. You're going to get a lot of miles.
Right.
Did you say the carburetor needed a little more tweaking?
Like I said, that gas adjust valve is out farther than what they say. If you leave the fuel on, it leaks, but I think that's pretty typical of these cars.
Well, yeah, you're supposed to shut the fuel off anytime.
Usually what I do is, if I'm going to park it, I shut the fuel off and let it run until it dies, and then
That's
you
the way
shut the
you're
key
supposed
and the
to shut
battery
it.
off.
That's the way you're.
That way you don't have a bowl full of fuel dripping in your garage or whatever.
That's the way you're supposed to shut them off.
Yep.
Shut the fuel off and let it burn out. Because it only takes about 4 cranks for it to start again.
Oh yeah.
Yep. Well worth every penny. Except for this mess right here.
Yeah, I like it. It's this is good.
Yep.
Exactly what I was hoping it would be.
Good.
There's all the cash.
All right. Grab a time for you.
I'll grab some ramps out.
So I brought a catalog for you for new rubbers and
You got a parts catalog for this?
it's in my,
You brought it?
yeah. You want it? I'll give it to you.
He's way too into this thing to make him pout the whole way home. You brought a parts catalog.
I know.
Just in case.
There's your gift.
So this is my gift?
Well, that's an old one, but it's one I happen to have laying around. You're talking about the side, you know, I was talking about the side curtains.
Mm-hmm.
And a page or two back are your side curtains for your open cars.
Oh, there's all the headliners.
Yeah, you can get everything for it. And then it goes into carburetors and bushings.
Every little nut and bolt and pin and
Yep,
clip and all of it.
yep.
Well, thank you. Now I got a whole lot of shopping to do.
Yeah.
Let me make you a bill of sale here.
Okay.
Sign the title and you're good to go.
So can I hang that sign stolen on the back now? Now I'm grumpier because he got that.
Now your name fits?
Huh?
So now your name fits?
I'm not even a neighbor anymore. I live across the street. I'm going to paint a white line right down the middle, and you come across, I'm going to shoot you.
He likes that thing so much. He's so bummed out right now. I feel bad.
I get you to sign this one, and then I got a copy, and the rest is yours. Just saying you bought it as is condition. I don't want to worry about.
Yeah.
The rest is all yours.
Hey, Grumpy, check this out.
The other thing about
Hey,
those,
Grumpy.
What?
How about you take this back? Because you're gonna need it because this is your car.
What is that?
It's your car.
Bullshit.
No shit.
You're kidding.
Nope.
I'd hug you and kiss you if I could, but I don't. You didn't shave this morning. What'd you do that for?
Because you have been amazing to us, the best neighbors ever. You've done so much for us, for Riley, you've been such a big part of this channel. This is exactly what you told me you were looking for a while back. So this is yours. We didn't come all the way up here to buy it for me.
Why not?
Because this is...
Okay, you get the tea, and I'll buy that for you.
Okay, okay. Yeah.
And we'll go get that today, too.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
We're trading now?
No, we'll get the tea for you.
I got the Dodge. This is yours.
Thank you, bud. Oh boy. Oh boy. Good stuff. What do you do?
There's several things in there. There's the brake shoes that came off for spares. There's a jack, fuel line, a water pump you can rebuild. Again, somebody notched it, like I was talking about.
The other thing you can do is you can take the top radiator hose off
Right.
and put a washer in it.
That one actually has a thermostat in it. In the
Oh,
hose.
okay.
Yeah.
The restart. That's something.
There's your distributor housing, cap.
More spring clamp.
Yeah.
The old wiring.
The other carburetor, and this has been rebuilt and fixed, so it's good to go.
This distributor here is, you don't know.
It's cracked.
Oh,
It's
okay.
got all new guts in it, but they were
The
put
case?
in, the case itself, one of the ears was cracked. It's like it'll never hold a cap properly,
okay.
but it has good guts. So there's other bunch of carburetor parts, pieces, needles and jets.
This is a coil.
And brand new coil. Just good road spare stuff.
Huh?
Good road spare stuff.
Yeah.
Throw you a little tub together.
So you gotta tow a trailer to go somewhere. Wow. These good bulbs that came out.
Those were the old bulbs.
Right. And
They still work.
Yeah,
I just
they're
upgraded everything to LED. Just good spares.
Can you help me lift this in there, Dave?
Yep. There you go.
Ready? Yep. Wait, okay.
Thank you.
Thank you
very
again.
much.
Appreciate it. Really cool.
Thank you. Well, I'm sure I'm gonna go out and get a dusty with him.
Good.
And then I'm gonna make David
It does-
wash it
it
when
does-
I polish it.
It does set fairness.
So did you really bring money to buy that if I didn't?
I did.
You were going to try to buy it out from under me.
Well, it depends on how you went. I was debating. I wasn't gonna be really bad about it, but I was.
You wanted it.
I was gonna push it.
You wanted it.
Yeah.
No, I knew it was what you wanted. I didn't think you were going to bring money and try to outbid me.
Hey, play my game. You gotta play tough.
Okay. Well, I think I beat you at your own game on this one.
You won today.
Yeah.
Probably won for the next 6 months.
6 months. 6 months.
That's all you get. Then you got to get him another car.
we gotta start over. They can wait a little longer for that fuel bowl to fill up because you ran it all the way out. Right back. Perfect. David, that's one of the coolest things we've ever done.
It's pretty cool. That's a really cool car.
It makes me happy.
Nice.
I'm glad you like it.
Oh, I do.
Especially since it's the exact one you were looking for.
Hey, what?
So especially since it's the exact one you were looking for.
Yep. One I have was blue with black fenders. I was the second owner, and I have one little nick that old lady owned it. We had one little nick in the fender there. Somebody had taken all of the window frames and chromed them.
How long ago was that?
65 years, 62 years, something like that.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Yep.
Been wanting one back ever since.
A good portion of that, yeah. I'm gonna wear it out.
Perfect. The best thing for it.
Yeah. Wear it out till the wheels fall off and
Put new ones on and do it again.
do it again. And I'll probably be in the grave before I wear it out.
Oh, thank you for being you. You deserve it. Come here.
Drinking wood.
You deserve it.
Well, I don't know about that part of it.
We can pretend.
Huh? Let's get that box of stuff out.
So this is truly one of the most special to me videos I have ever done, and I cannot thank every one of you, every single person watching this video right now, every single person who's watched any of my videos, whether you loved them, hated them, liked me, think I'm the biggest idiot ever, it doesn't matter. Every single view I've ever had, every single person watching right now is the reason I was able to do what I was able to do for Grumpy and Carla. And I am beyond grateful for all of you putting me in that position. It means more to me than I could ever tell you. And I also got to say thank you to Grumpy and Carla. Just thank you for being the people that you are. You guys deserve every bit of this. Go enjoy your car.